Paul Conboy, that's the main collaborator.
He's the main collaborator with me on this album. That's right.
Yeah. Why does it work? What's between you?
Well, it works because I suppose, well, firstly, Paul and I are old friends, you know, and we have been collaborating on music on and off for the last 6-7 years. So there has already been a history developed between us, you know, with our music. So it seemed quite a natural progression for Paul to really come on board and do what he's doing on this record. But also we thought the idea of if we wanted to play this live, obviously someone like Lanegan and John Spencer is, you know, they've got their own agendas. You know, these are very busy people. I wanted to be able to take the show and present it live with one other person without getting 10 people involved, you know?
Yeah.
So that was kind of the thinking behind working with Paul on you know, the 4 or 5 songs on the album.
Yeah, so you're gonna do live shows.
Absolutely,
with Paul.
absolutely. Yeah. That was planned in that way. You know, that was the idea behind it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and the title of the album, Future Chaos. That sounds well, rough. I don't know.
I really like those 2 words. It's there's no hidden meaning. And there's no sort of devil message if you sort of spin it backwards, you know. I just really like those 2 words.
Apart from each other?
Apart from each other, separately. But now they're together. Okay,
why do you like chaos?
Why do I like chaos? I suppose it's more random. That the word it's the random factor. I suppose the chaos is what I'm seeing as random things that happen in the process of making the record that were unexpected, you know? And the earlier versions I felt of Future Chaos felt too studied, felt too precise, you know, and it was lacking that kind of chaos that I wanted, basically. Yeah. It felt like an exercise, you know, in getting sounds to fit right without the feeling, you know? And I think that is why I was never happy with the earlier versions of Future Chaos, because it lacked that kind of soul, which I believe, you know, this now has, you know, I kind of, this is what I was aiming for, you know.
How did you get the chaos in there? You know?
Well, I suppose in an odd way by stripping everything back down to its bare bones and this rediscovering the mini moog and getting that to sort of do all the movement, all the chaos, all the sort of bleeps and squelches, you know, you're hearing on the record is because of the mini moog, you know. The drums are made generally from the mini moog, you know, and that's why I thought the mini moog would be such a good keyboard to use, because you can get percussive sounds, drums, basses, lead sounds, wind instruments, all from this one keyboard. So it made perfect sense to just, you know, for me. And also the main reason was because I just loved the sound of the mini moog.
Yeah. Yeah, I see a Moog album standing
Yes,
there.
yes. So, I mean, this is you know, I dug out, there's 3 albums there made in the 70s, actually just on the mini moog, you know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Did you play also on a mini moog back in the 80s?
Yeah, I owned a mini moog, but you know, when I came here, I mean, this is the irony of it. I sold all my hardware keyboards because I was getting into new technology. You know, I started getting software synths and all this. So the moog that is actually used on this album has been borrowed by. A friend of mine had a moog which we borrowed basically.
Okay.
So which I find quite funny.
Do you own one again now? Or?
No, I don't. I own a plug-in. That's about it.